students. Yesterday we have started another topic, that is types of companies. There are three types of companies: public, private and OPC. And today we are going to start the formation of one person company. So how a one person company can be started, what are the legal formalities for the formation of OPC. So here are some formalities. The first one is giving separate name. First of all, the name of the OPC has to be chosen. What type of name we will select for the one person company, and after that company will run the business with that particular name. Okay beta, so in this way this is the first procedure, that we have to choose about the name of the company. And second one is appointment of a nominee. But as I told you yesterday that one person company, the one person who is the member of that company, who is the shareholder of that particular company, he will nominate a person. After that member, the nominated person will be continue that company. Okay, next one is OPC, word with the name. So this point is also discussed yesterday, that the company which is one person company will use the word OPC after the name of the company. Okay, for example, ABC Private Limited, and in bracket OPC has to be written. Next one is depository documents. So what are the documents which are required for the formation of OPC? The first one is MOA. MOA means Memorandum of Association, and second one is Articles of Association, and third one is written consent of the nominee. The member, the shareholder, nominate a person, appoint as a nominee, then the written consent should also be required for the legal document. Okay beta, next one is after completing all the information, after giving all the information, the registrar will provide a certificate of registration or certificate of incorporation. Then you can start your one person company. So bache, these are the steps which are required for the formation of one person company. Let's start the advantages of one person company. So first advantage is limited liability bache. So as the name suggested, that the liability of the members of one person company is of also limited up to the share of contributed in the company. Second is good alternative of the sole proprietorship, means to say that bache, sole proprietorship business, because of unlimited liability, it's a risky business organization. So in this way OPC is a good alternate of the sole proprietorship firm. Then sole shareholder. So one person company is discussed. So in one person company, the shareholder of that particular company will be alone, and sole director, just like the shareholder, the director of this particular company is also alone. In case of there is also a limit of directors, that there should be not exceeding the limit of 15 directors in one person company. Next one is more logical. More logical beta, this form of business organization is more logical. On the one hand, the drawback of the sole proprietorship business have been removed, and on the other hand, now there will be no need for the formation of private company in a wrong manner. Means to say that sometimes some people are considered that they want to start a company without the help, without the support of any other member. So this will be considered in under sole proprietorship. But in sole proprietorship, the liability of the member or sole proprietor is unlimited. So in this way they want to start a company, and they want that the liability also be limited. So in this way in 2013, the Indian Companies Act 2013 allow that you can start one person company with a limited liability. Next one is entry in a organized sector. See, sole proprietorship is considered an unorganized sector. With the existence of one person company, so it is considered in organized sectors. Means to say that you can run a company with an organized manner with limited liability. Next one is limitations, more formalities. But as I discussed that the registration of the company is very essential, very important. There is not any option for the registration, it's required. So there are so many legal formality. We have to pay registration fees, stamp duties, and other document which is related with the legal formality are required. So in this way there is a more formation, there is more formalities for the commencement of a one person company. Shortage of funds, one person company, one person is involved. So in this way shortage of funds is also there, because in the hands of one person the funds are always limited. Next one is unbalanced decision. All the decision making power, all the controlling process in the hands of one person only. So sometimes the unbalanced decisions are also comes to face in OPC. So next one is formation of a company. So bache, next process is, we have discussed the formation of one person company. Now we will discuss about the overall joint stock company, how we can form a company, how we can start a company. So there are various points. The first one is promotion, second incorporation, or we can say that the registration, third one is commencement of business, and last one is capital subscription. So in our today's video we will discuss only promotion. So bache, what does it mean? Promotion is not that promotion means to lower level person become the higher level officer, means that promotion. But this is not that type of promotion. Here promotion means discovery of new idea for the starting of a company. So this is promotion. Discovery of business idea. First of all we have to discover a business idea, and after that take all the initiative and investigation to start a company. This is the promotion. After this investigation we will plan according to that, and after planning we will organizing all the resources, all the necessary resources to start up a business. So this is the promotion. So bache, what does it mean? First of all we have to discover an idea about the business, and after discovering the idea we have to take initiative and investigation related to them. After investigation we will plan, and accordingly we will organize all the resources, and all these things, all these activities are performed by a person which is known as promoter. So promoter means a person who will perform all the activities during the promotion stage. So person here means person can be an individual or group of persons or institutions. So these are the considered as promoters. So now what are the various functions of promotion or stages of promotion? So there are 4 stages. First one is discovery of idea, second one is detailed investigation, third one is assembling different factors, and after that financing. So bache, as I discussed earlier that first of all we have to discover a new idea. So in the first stage, start with the discovery of new idea. Idea related to idea related to start up a new business, or we have to expand any existing business. So firstly we will decide about that the idea which we are discovering that is related with a new business organization or expanding the existing business organization. Okay beta. So first of all we will discover that idea, and after that investigation. For investigation for what? We will investigation about the cost, about the profitability, about the production process, and demand for the particular product. So all these things are investigated after discovering an idea. Next one is assembling different resources. After the investigation we will assemble the resources, means to say that how we can produce anything, what are the resources are available for that. So this is for the investigation purpose a promoter take help for the specialist, just like CA, engineers, and what they will do, CA or engineers, they will prepare the report, and after preparing the report by the specialist, the promoter will decide about the size of the business, location of the particular business, and what type of capital is required for starting a new business or expand any existing business. Okay beta. And after that, which is the last point, financing. So in this point, feasibility is checked means to say that how, from where, which are the resources from where we can arrange the finance. So there are various resources, means from the banks we can arrange the finance, other financial institutions, or through the shares and debentures, issue of shares and debenture. Just see beta, if any promoter wants to expand existing business, then he has an option. He can share the issue, he can issue the shares or debentures for the fulfill the requirement of finance. Okay beta. So in this way, technological feasibility, economical feasibility, and financial feasibility will be decided. Technical feasibility, bache, which is related with the technology, which type of machines you are using. And after that, economic feasibility is related to the profits only. So how you can earn the profit, maximum profit from that particular technology. And financial feasibility means all the capital requirements, all the cost, all the expenses which are related to your business, how you can generate your capital. So these are the main points which are included in the promotion stage. Okay beta, thank you so much.